So today I want to talk about the most common communication mistakes that cost STEM professionals grants, buy-ins, promotions, and so on. So this is something that I see happen all the time, and that's something that you cannot really blame STEM professionals for, because I know that we were trained to do that. We were trained to focus on the details, to focus on the technical skills that we have, and to really explain every single part of the protocol, of the process we are doing, and not only explain it, but also understand it. So this is something that we were always taught that's really the essential part of any presentation, of any explanation. But when it comes to applying for grants or even for applying for promotions or pitching your project to some investors, it's really not about showing the details. It's about showing how your work impacts them. By them, I mean the people who are putting the money in your project, your work, your promotion, and so on. So this is something that happens all the times, and I would say that this is the most common mistakes I see people actually making. And this happens, as I said, because we were so trained to explain every single detail, and not only explain it, but also understand it, so it makes sense that we want to share all of that. However, we were not trained, and this is why we forget that from the other side, the people who are listening to us could not care less about the technical details. Probably the only thing they care about is how your work impacts them. Whether that's the money, the time, like saving money, saving time, making more money, and so on. So this is the things they care about. And it is our job to show them how our work and how our expertise does exactly that. Whether we are applying for a job, we're applying for a grant, pitching something to some investors, it is our job and our responsibility to show why our work is important and why should they even care about our work. So please, if you are applying for a funding, you are writing a grant, a proposal, or even applying for some better position, some new job, try to stop for a moment and think about the person who is the employer, the person who is the stakeholder, the ones that have the money. What do they want? What do they need? And how does my work fit exactly that need? Or if you want to think about it in another way, is how does my work make their lives easier? That's also something that really gets to the point and helps us explain our work in a way they want to hear it, because that's kind of the solution for the problem, right? Because if we talk the same way we would talk to other STEM professionals or with professionals who are in our specific field, we will very likely just not be considered, because those people don't care about the same things we do care about. And as I said, it is our job to show them how we can fit into their world. So this is, of course, a skill that needs training, and this is something that I work a lot with my clients. So we really take your specific situation, whether it's applying for a job, whether it's pitching some project, applying for a grant, and so on, and we make sure that we explain your project and your work in a way that not only makes sense to the people who are listening to you, but in a way that makes them see the importance and the relevance of your work and how your work or your solution solves their problem and how it makes their life easier. Because that's the whole point. And that's, I would say, the only way they will even listen to you, because they don't care about the details, they don't care about the technical stuff. The only thing they care about is how you can help them and how you can make their life easier. So If you are applying for a job, applying for a grant, applying for a promotion, pitching something, and you are not really sure how to handle that situation, I want to invite you to join my coaching program, in which I do exactly that with my clients. My clients are STEM professionals ranging from engineers, developers, scientists, data scientists, and so on, that struggle with that. They are great experts at what they do, but they feel their communication skills are really stalling their career. So if this is you, if you think that you might find useful this kind of coaching, or you're just curious about what is this all about, I want to invite you to join a completely free discovery call. I will leave it down in the description, where you can schedule the free discovery call on the link in the description. And in that call, we can comment on your specific challenges, your struggles. What is it that really is the main challenge right now when it comes to communication in your career? So if this is something you would find useful, down below you will find the link, and we will see each other in another video. Bye bye!